All right, safety fanatics, buckle up, because the South African motoring world has been violently shaken by the Global NCAP test results for the Indian-built Hyundai Grand i10. The i10 received a 0-star crash rating for adults and 3 stars for babies under 18 months and toddlers under 3 years of age, both strapped in rearward-facing child restraint seats. Small cars are inherently unsafe in a crash even if they have a 5-star rating. Check out our video on this.
The star rating is kind of bullshit. They adjust the star rating depending upon the size of the car. If you're in a little car, get hit by a big car, the big car will win. A low star rating in a big car hitting a high star rating in a small car is screwed.
All other things being equal, people in larger, heavier cars will fare better in their crashes than people in smaller, lighter cars. In a crash between a small, lightweight car and a heavier one, the smaller car is driven backwards. That means higher forces on the occupants of the smaller car and lower ones on the occupants of the bigger one.
Now imagine your odds in the i10, which has a 0-star rating for adults. Ask yourself, do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do ya? The Grand i10 comes standard with front airbags, belt pretensioners, and load limiters for both front occupants, a seatbelt reminder for the driver, and ISOFIX for the rear outboard seats. However, electronic stability control, ESC, is an optional extra. It's been illegal to sell a car without ESC in the EU for about 10 years, but in Africa it's another story. So, the car likely to result in severe injury or death in the event of a crash is also less likely to help you avoid one. Let's take a closer look at those crash test results. In the frontal offset deformable barrier test, which is done at 64 kilometers per hour, chest protection for the driver was rated as weak, and protection for the upper legs of both front occupants was rated as marginal. Furthermore, and rather alarmingly, the body shell was rated as unstable and not capable of withstanding further loadings. A stable body shell is integral in ensuring that passive safety systems like the airbags and seat belts perform optimally and in redirecting the force away from the cabin. In the side movable deformable barrier test for adult occupants, the driver's chest showed poor protection. This poor chest protection rating explains the capping for the adult occupant protection score. The side impact pole test was not done. The rearward-facing child seats with ISOFIX anchorages and support legs were able to prevent head exposure, offering full protection for the 3-year-old and 18-month-old in both the frontal and side impact crashes. And there you have it. The weak protection offered to the driver's chest in the frontal offset crash, coupled with the marginal protection for the legs of the front occupants, the unstable body shell, which is a huge red flag, and the poor chest protection in a side crash means a 0-star crash rating for this fuel saver. The Hyundai Grand i10 comes packed with an infotainment system, Bluetooth, voice recognition, and a multifunction steering wheel. You can't blame Hyundai for skimping on crash safety because consumers and motoring journos will focus on whether a car has Android Auto and how many cooler boxes can fit in the boot, while crash safety usually gets a cursory one-liner, or worse, reference to an NCAP rating from another region that does not apply to South Africa. Hyundai's marketing is clear though. The Grand i10 will take you on the ride of your life, but not in the way you were hoping.